After the root chakra comes the Swadhisthana chakra. So that is where your power of reasoning comes into picture. And that reasoning is something which is your intellect. Now, only when you are able to be in the present moment, only then your intellect gets developed. Only then you can reason things. Otherwise, you are still reasoning things from your previous perspectives and you're not giving like a very nice intellectual answer to the things. So you can understand that if a person is able to be in the present moment and is able to generate more insights, it means that person is in the second chakra now. But you have to maintain this. It is possible for certain people that they can have a good intellect, they can reason things, but at the same time they can also go down. They can face anger, they can face a lot of hatred, they can face a lot of jealousy. It means their consciousness is actually, or their awareness is actually vibrating in multiple zones, which they need to actually work upon. And you must have seen yourself as well, when you're actually angry, you lose the ability to reason, you lose your intellect, and we also call it vinashkale viparit buddhi, something like that. So what happens is your ability to reason goes completely out of hand because you're not vibrating at that level. This will only come when you become observant, and reasoning is also possible when you're observant. Otherwise you're just maybe talking through your own ego or just trying to calm yourself down. Now, once the reason thing is basically mastered, the next chakra is that you go to the willpower chakra, which is the Manipura chakra. And this is where a lot of willpower is present. Now, this is the chakra which is governed by Lord Murugan, who is like a warrior and who is also Ganesh's brother, Lord Kartikeya. And he is someone who gives you a lot of strength to maintain the willpower, to be in the present and also raise your consciousness up and above. But at the same time, you have to also understand that this willpower can also be negative for certain people. That maybe you have this habit pattern of doing something in a certain way, which is also wrong. So you can develop positive willpower and you can also develop negative willpower. But you have to understand that when you develop positive willpower, your consciousness is gonna go up towards the higher chakras. But if your willpower is negative, you're definitely gonna go down into the lower chakras, which is the material world. And above the willpower, which is the Manipura, the gem city, if you go upwards, it's gonna lead you into the spiritual realm. But if you are gonna go down from here, you're gonna go into the material realm. There's no right and wrong here. It's just that how maybe your life's plan is, but you can always change based on your willpower. So this is why Manipura chakra is extremely important. It gives you the power, the self-confidence, the self-power to be the master of yourself. And when you become so determined to take charge of your mind, only then you can move your consciousness above by regular meditation, by being in the present moment. That's why it's very difficult for people to be in the present moment, because it requires a lot of willpower. What is willpower? Willpower is just the ability for you to bring your awareness back to what you are working upon. So if I'm right now talking to you, it requires a lot of willpower for me so that I can just say whatever I'm thinking about. And even for you to understand and grasp this meaning, you require a lot of willpower. And I feel that you don't have to take spirituality in a very difficult manner, or you should not be scared of it, because if you're scared of it, means know that you're operating from the chakra, Atala chakra, which is below the spine, below the Muladhara. And then again, it's based off fear. So these are the people who are fearful of God. This is what we do not want in life. We want to create a loving bond. We want to uplift ourselves. So this is why it is said that it is important for us to consume the things which uplift us, which is positive in nature, so that our willpower can actually help us lead us upwards.